What's up guys, Jamie Reactions here, and we're not gonna do a reaction. I will be doing a reaction to Venom and to Deadpool 2. If you hear anything in the background, that is my little brother. He's annoying as heck, but I still gotta deal with him. So let's get into the origin story of Barry Allen, the fastest man alive, the Flash. Anything else you see will not be going over. We'll only be going over the needed parts, and that's the origins and the comic book origins. So let's get into it. Barry Allen, forensic scientist for the Central City Police Department, is struck by lightning while searching for the murderer of his mother when he was a child. The lightning bolt connected him to an energy force, apparently due to the speed force, which allows Barry to move at supersonic speeds in an attempt to discover his mother's murder and protect the city he lives in. Barry, along with some friends at Star Labs, becomes the Flash. Interesting story from the CW version. Now let's get into the comic book version. So now let's get into the comic book version. While Barry Allen has been around for a long time at this point, originally Barry became the Flash and remained so for some time. But during the DC's event, Crisis on Infinite Earth, he sacrificed himself to stop the Anti-Monitor for a few decades. Barry remained dead, with his successor Wally West becoming the new Flash, until Barry was resurrected into another comic book event entitled Infinite Crisis. When DC rebooted their line with the New 52, Barry was once again the Flash, having never died in the first place and having always been the Flash. That is a very good story for Barry Allen in the comics. Let's get into the Reverse Flash version. This is now the Reverse Flash, and this is the CW version of the Reverse Flash. The Reverse Flash, who first appears as the main protagonist in the Flash's premiere season, is Earbon, a time traveler from the future who jumps into the present, killing and stealing the identity of the Dr. Harrison Wells. Thanks to his obsession with and hatred of Barry Allen, unfortunately, Reverse Flash traveled a bit too far into the past, appearing before the Flash had even became the Scarlet Speedster. The new Wells put his plan into motion to make Barry into the Flash earlier than the original timeline he's from, in order to utilize the speed for himself. After a season of hints, his identity is eventually revealed, and the truth that Reverse Flash was responsible for the murder of Barry Allen's mother and brought of light. The duel between the two species eventually ends with Dawn's relative Eddie Thawne killing himself in order for Earbon to blink out of existence. Wow, the CW really does some dark things with the origin stories for the heroes. Now let's get into the comic book version. This is now the comic book version of the Reverse Flash. Earbon Thawne was obsessed with the Flash, originally traveling back into time to take his place and become him. Eventually, after years of the two tangling, Thawne attempted to murder his wife, Iris, leaving Barry no choice but to snap Thawne's neck before he could do so. Much like Barry Allen, Earbon was dead for quite some time until the event Blackest Night, which is actually a Green Lantern series, so saw him resurrected and had him coming back to hunt Barry and the other species of the DC universe. While also tapping into the negative speed force, this new energy allowed him to transform Barry into a Grim Reaper of speedsters. Dude, the Black Flash. And generally, a pain in the neck. Also, it made him faster than Barry once again with the New 52 rebirth. That's Thawne actually caused by time traveling through time, much like Barry. Earbon is now an entirely new character who we do not know much about. Wow, the comic books really does some dark things as well. Now let's get into the 2.0 version of Harry. The same origin as Reverse Flash 1.0, barely the fact that this is the Reverse Flash who has not yet to murder Barry's mother, or take Harrison Wells' life and appearance. Time travel is confusing, folks, but this works surprisingly well in terms of a lightning with Thawne's swift personality, and that origin is reversed. While his ultimate fate is such unclear, since he eventually has to stop existing thanks to Eddie's actions, the Reverse Flash may find a way to outrun. That was good, actually. I actually love the way they did that, but it didn't really give us much plot on the 2.0 version, so these are the comic books. This version of Thawne is simply a byproduct of the TV show and doesn't quite exist in the comics. Eddie Thawne was an original character made up for the CW, so there was never an ancestor of Airbombs to kill himself. Wow, that was very lame. I think I shouldn't have read this. I think I won't. Alright people, now it's time to get into the first Flash, Jay Garrick's Flash. Now let's go into the origin story of the CW's version of Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick received his powers in a similar fashion to Barry Allen, yet does so on an alternate world. A scientist, Jay becomes his world's Flash, but unfortunately he runs into the monstrosity speedster named Zoom. Zoom manages to defeat Jay, which eventually leads a looking Garrick to Earth 1 in order to warn Barry and the gang of the Darkest Speedster on the way. We later discover that the Garrick we knew was actually Zoom himself, and the real Jay, kept captive, was in fact from another Earth entirely. Earth 3 So basically that was a very great origin story. Thank you guys for telling me that. So now let's get into the comic book version. Jay Garrick was the first Flash of the DC Comics, appearing years before Barry hit the screen. While he was originally a byproduct of Earth 2, his origin slightly changed to make him an Earth 1 resident down the line. Creating the Justice Society of America during World War II, Jay eventually joined the other species, though was much older than the rest, mostly living a quiet life with his wife Joan. He brought the Justice Society into the present and led them for a while, teaching a young generation of heroes. Once the universe was rebooted, things changed up once again, with Jay once again being an Earth 2 resident, not having encountered Earth 1 yet. Wow, the CW did not do anything like this, but I'm pretty sure if they did, we wouldn't get it. So now let's get into the other species. We will now be reading the origin story of the monstrosity Hunter Zolomon, aka Zoom of Earth 2. Now let's get into the origin. Hunter Zolomon is a serial killer from Earth 2 who takes the identity of Jay Garrick and becomes Zoom on the side. Gaining his powers from a lightning bolt from the Speed Force during his encounter, he steals speed from other speedsters in order to increase his own. I know that did not say encountered or anything else like that. I just wanted to say it because I really wanted to bypass the entire thing with that word. So if you do know what that word means, I don't have to say it for you. Don't pick the word up and do it. So this will actually be the last origin that we will be doing. I'll be making a part 2 to this because this one is a little too long. Zoom is different in the other comics for sure, looking closer to the Reverse Flash's appearance. Then the horrible hair-like monster he appears to be in the TV series. This is where we start a lower lamp because Zoom in the comics was the second Reverse Flash, as well as the character of Hunter Zolomon. The Black Flash of the comics is far closer in appearance to the TV series Zoom, and he was more a skeleton in a Flash costume than a human suit. Hunter Zolomon in the comics is Zoom. He appears to wreak havoc in the life of Wally West, attempting to make him a better hero through tragedy. A police physiologist, rogue specialist, and rogues speculative Zolomon gets his back broken by Grodd, imploring Wally to travel back in time and stop this tragedy from happening. Wally refuses, and Zolomon tries using the same time-traveling machine, the cosmic treadmill, himself. The machine blows up in his face, but allows him to control his own timeline, making him far and away the fastest person on Earth, as he can literally make himself however fast he needs to be. Zoom was beaten by Wally, but returned a few times only to lose powers and be replaced by Gone. So that is now the comic book origin story of Zoom. So yeah, that's the last story that we'll be going over. We will be doing some more later on. This is only part 1. So peace, my ladies. So you're goodbye. Have an amazing day. And speak with you guys later. We broke about like 9,000 views on my Door of the Flash. So please, if I can get a lot of that and get a lot of likes in this video, I would really love it. I know my reading is a little bit terrible, but that's because I'll be rushing and don't be taking my time to think. So if you guys go check out my Door of the Flash video and put some likes on that and subscribe, please, because I really do need it. So speak to you guys later. Peace.